recently I decided to try Solo Mining Pigeoncoin, and what I ended up doing is 24-hour hash rate across several of my GPUs. And in this video, we're going to go over what the results were. Bear in mind going into this that I was using 11 A2000s, a 3070 mobile, 8 RX 562 gigabytes, and also 8 P10690s, the 3 gigabyte version. Now, one of the nice things with Pigeoncoin using the X21S algo is that there's no DAG size, there's no memory restrictions. So realistically, you could probably mine it on a 1 gigabyte card like a GT710. You might even be able to mine it on some older hardware, depending on what the miner supports. So I went as low as some 2 gigabyte RX 560s, which are from around 2017, and those actually did pretty good. The A2000s were probably the most efficient card that I had on it, and about 3 A2000s equaled the hash rate of 8 RX 560s. So that gives you a general idea, kind of the hash rate. If we hop on over to Mining Pool Stats, we can see current hash rate is around 6.8 gigahash, and across all those GPUs, I had around 125 megahash that I had put on it. And I turned off yesterday, so if we take a look here, we actually see there was a dip. So we were looking at, if we look at last night, 6.61 gigahash, and then that dipped down, or I'm sorry, 7.61 rather. That dipped down to about 6.5, and it has risen up a little bit. We're sitting at 6.8 right now. I did try using this specific pool here. However, I hit 2 blocks with 1% luck. They were both orphan blocks though. And so after that happened, I went ahead and just switched to Zerg pool. It was easier, lower latency. Generally, if I can solo on Zerg, usually that's what I'll do. So if we hop on over to my Zerg pool wallet, here we can see that I did mine for pretty much exactly 24 hours. I kept an eye on the clock and I stopped it. And we ended up getting 28 blocks. So what does that correspond to? Well, each block is 1,755.904 pigeon. And so we ended up getting 45,425 pigeon coin. Correction, sorry, 48,919 is what we got. We actually still have, if I refresh this, these should be confirmed now. And there we go. So our total was 48,919 pigeon, which is 40% of a payout. You only need to reach 20% if you want to get the Sunday payout. Otherwise, once you hit 100%, you'll get it instantly. And that is tied to current BTC price. So this payout will happen on Sunday if I don't do any further mining. And if we scroll down and we look at the effort that it took. So our first block was 21% effort. And then our next block was 86. Our third block was 439%. But then we had 15%, 63. Then we had 242. We had a couple in the 20s. Then 109% luck, that's not bad. 46%, which is good. Then a 99%, so right on par. 26%, 129%. And then here you can see a couple under 100. 266%. And then 164% on those back-to-back blocks. And then 39, 44, 37, 63, so those were all decent. 168% luck. Then 19, which is really nice. 52, not bad. And then a 15%. 139%. And our final block before I turned off was at only 18% luck. So overall, those numbers look pretty decent. So if we take those numbers, plug them into a spreadsheet, we can then calculate what our average was. And what we're looking for here is less than 100. And what we ended up with was 90% luck. So that's pretty close in that, believe it or not, on a coin that really doesn't have that much hash rate, you're really better off pool mining this one probably. It is anti-FPGA, anti-ASIC, and by that I mean ASIC resistant and FPGA resistant. It is 16 algos, it's 21 different algorithms that switch up. And so, if you remember back when Ravencoin launched, they launched with the X16R algo, which was 16 algos randomized. And then that kind of evolved into when RitoCoin forked, they created the X16S, which was a little bit different. When PGN decided to switch to the X21S algo, they took the 16 algos or the 16 hashing patterns that was in X16S, and they added an additional 5 to it. And so that's how we get to the 21S. And because there are 21 different hashing algorithms that get executed, that's what makes it ASIC resistant, FPGA resistant. In theory, somebody could create a bit stream for it, but it'd be extremely difficult and it would require significant hardware. So obviously wouldn't be worth it. There's not a whole lot of coins on the X21S algorithm. If we take a look here, Pigeoncoin is, Rito is now as well. Titan, I believe, is. Global Token, they're pretty much on every single algo in existence. And that's really it. These other ones are on other X variants. So you're really looking at Pigeon, Rito, Titan, and Global Token. So obviously not worth it for a manufacturer to create an ASIC or even FPGA bitstream for it. But that's essentially what we're looking at. It's definitely not anything that would be profitable by any means. But if we take what we earned and we head on over to CoinMarketCap, here we can see the price is actually down 27%. Actually did buy a couple million pigeon today with that price drop. And so you can see we only earned 77 cents worth of pigeon with 24 hours of mining on quite a bit of hardware for a home miner. I definitely wouldn't recommend mining it for profit, but if you like the project, if you want to accumulate some coins in hopes of setting up a master node, it's definitely an easy coin to mine. WildRig is pretty much the only miner out there for it, but the nice thing with WildRig is it supports both NVIDIA and AMD. So you pretty much mine on any card. In fact, there wasn't a card that I threw at it that I wasn't able to mine. Even in the past, I've mined with the WildRig miner on laptops, actually Ryzen mobile CPUs and APUs, and it has worked really well with some of the older versions. So it's definitely something that you could leverage if you wanted to. If you just wanted to run this on like a older laptop APU, definitely check out WildRig. You may be able to do that. If you just want to stack some coins, if you're interested in the project, I definitely recommend heading over to their website, reading all about it, reading what a data node can do. Right now they have a master node process that is similar to Dash. However, they will be expanding that into a formal data node soon. And I have covered setting up a master node and kind of a preliminary data node on this channel in the past. So if you're interested in that, definitely look for that video. If you're interested in anything with Pigeoncoin in general, the history or anything, definitely want to head over to their website. They actually do have quite a bit of information on their website talking about, how they forked, when they made the algo change from X16 shuffle to X21 shuffle, including all the hash rates, what led everything to it. They do, for a project that's not real popular, they do have a lot of documentation which is really nice to see. And that's it for this video. Just wanted to show you my solo mining results for 24 hours on PGN Coin and the X21S Algo.